It's element 39 again. Today we won't be discussing science, but rather music. This piece of music is called Allegro Moderato, and it is a segment of an adaptation from Saint-Saens' organ symphony presented by Sydney Youth Orchestras under the baton of conductor Catherine Cossing. This piece of music is called Allegro Moderato, and it was originally composed by a 19th century composer, Camille Saint-Saens. By the pronunciation of his name, you could easily tell that he is a French composer. This piece was composed in the composer's golden years in around 1880s, highlighting his taste in neoclassical music. The passage you are going to listen to is from his Symphony No. 3, Opus 78, which is commonly known as his organ symphony, even though it is not a proper symphony for the organ. Despite being called a symphony, it does not follow the normal symphonic structure of 4 movements, although many recordings depict it that way. It was completed in 1886 and dedicated to his close friend Franz Liszt, who died a couple of months before the completion of the symphony. This symphony was commissioned by the Royal Philharmonic Society of England and, as a matter of fact, premiered in England on the 19th of May, 1886. The original version called for 3 flutes, one of which doubled as a piccolo, 2 oboes, 1 cor anglais, 2 clarinets, 1 bass clarinet, 2 bassoons, 1 contrabassoon, 4 horns, 3 trumpets, 3 trombones, a tuba, percussion, piano using 2 and 4 hands, organ, cello, viola, and violins. Do you know what the first, second, and third violinists are? They are in a way quite like the sopranos and altos of a choir. The first violinists in a string orchestra have the main melody most of the time, and they have to stand out against the rest of the orchestra, so they have to play higher and sharper notes. This is very similar to the sopranos of a choir, who almost have to constantly sing high-pitched melodies. The second violinists are middle ground between the firsts and the thirds. They play the intermediate melody, still having the rhythm of the firsts but not the notes. The third violinists is probably the hardest section of all, having to harmonize with completely different tunes and notes. They have to play in the lower frequencies of the violin and are frequently the background of most pieces. They are akin to the altos because of their low pitch. This version we are playing is an excerpt from the beginning of the symphony's second movement, arranged by Deborah Baker Monday. In this recording, I am playing in the third violins. It starts with an energetic introduction of the moment, played by the first and second violinists, the melody flowing to the thirds and cellos. That is then continued by an intensely rhythmic beat, where the beat bounces between the soprano and altos of the orchestra. It is followed by a fiendishly fast and violent segment with extremely difficult timing. Which immediately cools down to cantabile. It then starts with a tranquil canon starting with the second violins and continues with the third violins. With the fasts and cello coming in almost unnoticed. This peacefulness is disturbed 16 bars later by a viola solo which hints at potential chaos. This is where order really breaks down. The orchestra plays in unison at this point, playing a chromatic scale that stretches from D flat to G. Finally, the scale ends and we are left with 2 A major chords. The beginning loops again with the same figure as before, only that it is extended by the coda. It ends spectacularly with a sustained D with a finishing touch. This version is conducted under the baton of Catherine Crossing, SYO Stage 3 conductor of Brahms. I have been working with her for 2 years, and during this time, her vibrant energy has never faded. Catherine always challenges our orchestra with many different repertoire. She is excellent, giving us pieces of many different genres, from Tchaikovsky to Vivaldi to Stravinsky. She is wonderful and makes us hard for her music. I really love her. SYO, or Sydney Youth Orchestras, is a non-profit organisation helping many young Sydney musicians in their quest to music and support all of the children's future dreams as classical musicians. They organise many fantastic music programs, and at the end of each term of SYO, the young musicians get to perform at many venues, including the prestigious Verbruggen Hall at the Conservatorium of Music in Sydney. There are various other performance opportunities like the Big Busk, which is a major fundraising opportunity for the public to see what we are doing. They also organise many scholarships and music camps for us to give the musicians a little push in the right direction. If you want to be a part of SYO, I've linked their website in the description so you can access the audition sign-up. Now let's enjoy the music.